So, soldiers may come home physically from war zones and combat deployments, but mentally might still feel stuck there in combat. And according to BMC Psychiatry from 2022, veterans plus family recovery affects veterans, families, and communities altogether. Today, I will persuade you that PTSD in the military needs more serious attention because it affects veterans' mental health, their families, and a return to normal civilian life. There are a few problems here with this PTSD that affects veterans. There are the symptoms of PTSD, family and work struggles, and other mental health issues. As far as symptoms, anxiety, nightmares, flashbacks are unfortunately quite common. And according to Perspectives in Psychiatric Care from 2009, PTSD changes veterans' lives, and this continues to lead to symptoms such as depression, anger, and isolation as these symptoms compound and make the veterans feel worse and worse, unfortunately. And this can have negative effects on their family and their work. Also, according to BMC Psychiatry from 2022, families affected by military PTSD can strain relationships. They can make families more stressed around each other, and they can make it harder to adjust after service. And there's another issue of mental health overlap from PTSD. It can come with other struggles that will develop as a result of or in accordance with PTSD: OCD, complex PTSD, depression, and anxiety. According to BMC Psychology from 2025, PTSD/C and PTSD in veterans is a common problem that affects a lot of veterans coming back from combat deployments, unfortunately. These problems do not happen randomly. They come from trauma, military culture, and difficulty returning home. There are a few causes for these problems: trauma, stigma, and civilian adjustments. As far as trauma, combat, injury, death, fear, these can all lead to some pretty serious trauma and also physical trauma. The brain and the body stays on alert, and that creates exhaustion mentally and physically. According to ProQuest Dissertations and Theses from 2017, pre-military trauma plus PTSD in female veterans is a more common issue than people end up realizing. There's another problem, there's another cause here: the pressure to seem strong and focused, physically and mentally, the fear of judgment from peers and from family, and the sense of waiting too long to get the help that these veterans need can often lead to some of these problems, especially these mental health issues. And the return home can be very difficult and can lead to more problems. Military survival mindset of always being alert and always being ready for danger, ready for action, does not suit well for a civilian life. And it ends up making the civilian life feel much different than the military one. And families may not know how to help these veterans, unfortunately. Since PTSD affects both the veteran and the people around them, solutions really need to focus on early help, treatment, and support. There are a few solutions here that are quite viable with helping these veterans: screening for some of these issues, treatment once the issues are identified and diagnosed, and family and community support to make sure that the veterans know that they are supported and there are people that care for them. Treatment access is a great solution here. Veterans do need easier care, but according to Military Health from 2025, treatment seeking military veterans with PTSD have access to care, especially from places like the VA, the Veterans Authority, which is a government agency. According to some programs here from the Journal of Aggression, Maltreatment, and Trauma from 2024, PTSD treatment programs are widely available and can very much help. And they include residential and outpatient programs that are accessible to these veterans. And the last resource, the last solution that is available to these veterans is therapy and support. Therapy can help reduce symptoms that were caused by what they experienced in combat. Family support very much matters. It can help them, persuade them to go to therapy, help them talk through what they experienced, and just know that they have people around them that really care for them. According to Brain and Behavior from 2026, therapy can reduce PTSD symptoms significantly. So, as I discussed, combat have extreme effects on soldiers' minds and their physical and mental health as they return back to a civilian life. It can cause problems such as new symptoms, family and work struggles, and other mental health issues. And these can be caused by trauma that they experienced overseas in combat or anywhere, stigma out of fear of what people might think about them, and adjusting back to a civilian life. Fortunately, there are solutions. There is screening that can happen to help people get diagnosed. There is treatment that is available to help people get the help that they need after they are diagnosed with these issues. And there is familial, and community support to help these veterans as they navigate their day-to-day lives back to civilian life. So PTSD in the military needs serious attention, and we really need to focus on it because it does affect veterans' mental and physical health and the people around them. We need to help soldiers come back mentally, not just physically. Even if their bodies are here, even if they physically are here, their minds can still be where they experienced all of this trauma and had their combat experiences. And a community support and all of these various solutions available to them can help them a lot.